Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Eunice if you're new here. Today we've got another makeover video and I'm so excited for this one because we are making over my friend Mike's home studio slash office space, and we're going to be doing all of this virtually. So Mike has been teaching Kung Fu and Tai Chi at his studio in Colorado for the past 13 years, and he also makes content on YouTube about personal growth, self-care, and mindfulness. And over the past several years, he's invested a lot into the studio where he teaches at, but not much into his actual home. So we're going to be turning that around today and helping him transform his extra room into a film-ready studio. And our goal is to turn this into a dedicated space where he can just walk in, click record, and film whenever inspiration hits. I'm so excited to share with you guys how this is all going to turn out. So stay tuned, and if you're interested in getting some ideas for your home studio or your home office room, then keep watching. Hi.
Hey,
How are you doing?
all right.
So we discussed a little about this before, but just so that the viewers can hear it from you, what is your current filming situation like and what are the pain points of it?
Yeah, so right now, my most recent videos, they're mostly filmed either at my Kung Fu and Tai Chi studio or they're filmed outdoors in nature. Since I live in Colorado, there's a ton of natural beauty around. But at the studio, my challenge or pain points is mostly that there's like 15-foot ceilings and a lot of hard surfaces, and just the audio quality is always very poor. There's like a huge echo, and then also like I don't have my studio set up there. When I want to film there, I've got to lug everything there. And then outdoors, the challenge mostly is just like the lighting, especially. So even if I start filming at a certain time, within like half an hour, the sun could have moved like many different degrees, and then like different shadows appear. That would be my main challenge, and also like I'm not able to film at night.
Oh yeah, that's true. And it'd be like a huge pain to have to carry your studio lights if you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And where would you even, I don't know, like I'm sure camera people have a place to plug it in, but then you'd need the electrical source.
You need like batteries, like battery packs and stuff like that.
Yeah. What would that ideal setup be like for you in this current room?
I think I want to have multiple filming angles in this room if at all possible. Definitely see myself doing like talking head videos, maybe in front of a bookcase or behind a desk. But I'm also considering starting to do interview style videos and maybe even a podcast in the near future. And so having like a sitting area where I can actually invite guests that are local to here to participate would be ideal.
Okay, cool. So I think the key will be like making sure that there is enough room for you to like maneuver around and have like your tripod be able to maybe be in the central area so it can kind of go in any angle. So we can work on that. Since this is going to be more of a set, I really wanted to maximize this space and allow Mike to be able to film from any part of the room and still have an amazing backdrop for his content. Mike's already got some furniture in this room that we'll be keeping. I think they're in great condition and perfect for his studio space. And since most of his content involved talking heads, meaning frames where it shows from his torso up to his head, we're gonna keep the bookshelf where it is as a backdrop and add a desk and chair in front of it so that he can comfortably sit while filming. I wanted to ensure that the desk and chair we get are easily movable so that he also has the option to film while standing. He's also got these two chairs that we'll be adding to this corner. I think these work perfectly for his podcast corner and also as additional talking head space. He's also got this coffee table that fits perfectly in between these two chairs. And then we're also gonna make sure that we add curtains for his humongous windows so that he has some privacy and has controlled lighting for whenever he's filming. And lastly, we're going to be filling up the space with some decor and greenery, and I really want to make sure that we create an ambience that reflects his style and the kind of content that he makes. What styles are you into? Can I redo that? Cool, so what kind of interior design styles are you into?
I think so. I'm a pretty eclectic guy and I really love many different styles, but I think for this particular room, I'm looking for more like earthy and natural tones, something that kind of feels more grounding for the kind of personal development and personal transformation type videos that I'm currently making.
I think it'd be really interesting to bring some of that outdoors nature into this room, because I know you really enjoy filming in the outdoors and kind of having a more, like you say, organic and natural backdrop. So I think that's going to be really fun, like bringing that into this room. And we can definitely achieve that with a lot of textures and neutral tones.
My studio is kind of like Zen-like in that way. Like I've asked people like what they feel. It's very big and has 15-foot ceilings, but they feel like it's not pushing you away, but it's also like there's just a lot of spaciousness there.
So like
inviting, but not in a very like huggy way. It's more like it's just very peacefully inviting.
Okay. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, take care.
Have a good one.
Again.
As you heard, Mike's into natural tones and wants a grounding space to really suit the kind of content that he's making. The photos he sent me also indicated to me that he likes warm tones, earthy textures, as well as a lot of greenery. And he also said that he wants this space to feel peaceful and inviting, but not too cozy. And when he said that, I immediately thought of like an open house where it is very inviting, put together, but still not as lived in as an actual home. Mike's bookshelf was bare, and I was so excited about this because it was the perfect opportunity to really bring in all of these elements that he likes and is drawn to, and it was also a great way to really brighten up the space and bring in a lot of textures. So we gathered a lot of photos from Pinterest of bookshelf decor that we really liked, and then Mike went on some trips to HomeGoods and Marshalls to find some decor pieces. There was a lot of back and forth messaging. He would like take photos as he's shopping around, and we'd cross things out and figure out what to get. And Mike did an amazing job at finding some really unique pieces. I also sent Mike some of my favorite bookshelf decorating tip videos, including my own, which is 10 tips for styling a bookshelf. And after he gave it a first go, we ended up meeting again on Zoom and adjusting things together.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. We're both wearing hoodies today.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah, because then I can see everything.
Okay.
Could you try putting the white pot now where the top right black one is? I've never done anything like this.
Where this one is?
Yeah, behind that plant. So in that, like a mirror of where it was before. I like the star there just because like your face will probably be centered and you kind of don't want like something so white behind your face. Did we take something out? The glow. Oh, the bowl. Oh, I like that bowl. Change it so that the plant is back on the left and the books are on the right. And same with the top row, do the same thing where the brown bowl is on the left and the plant is on the right, just so that when you are filming, there's
no bowl.
Yeah, there's no bowl coming out of your head, and the greenery shows that. Yeah, could you try replacing the white center with them? Add some like vertical action, because it felt really full there.
Well, yeah.
And then now could you try sitting in front as if you're filming? Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about where things are at. There's like a good mix of height now. And then white is scattered, black is scattered.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Mike has been wanting to become a plant dad, so he went to adopt a lot of plant babies, and this just added so much greenery and made the space feel a lot more lively and grounding. He ended up getting this fiddle leaf fig tree, and then we also added some 2 plants by it so that it has its own little tree corner moment. The 2 chairs that Mike already had in his podcast corner worked really well to add a lot of warmth to the room. And he already had these cushions on them too, which adds a lot of texture, and the neutral colors on them go really well with the rest of the room. And we really didn't have to do much to this corner. We just added a candle and a plant to the coffee table, and then we also got this tripod floor lamp behind it. It's got these gold legs which match really well with a lot of the golden elements that we have on the shelf. And then to top this corner off, we added this giant horse photo. Mike really wanted a black and white photo on this wall, and I was totally on board with it. And then I asked him to get some of his favorite photos, and then we narrowed it down from there. We ended up going with this horse photo, which I'm so happy about. I think it matches a lot of the natureful elements in the room, and Mike was initially drawn to this photo because horses represent sensitivity, and it reminds him of mindfulness, and it's also a very calm-inducing photo. For the desk, we ended up getting this wooden one with black legs, and I love how the dark, warm wood really helps ground that area and goes well with all of the warm elements in the room. I love how the legs on the desk are so unique, and I love how they're also really thick, which really helps add weight to the desk and really helps ground that space. For the chair, we went with this simple black chair to match all of the black accents, and we went with something small that can just blend in with the bookshelf and not stand out too much or be too bulky because we've already got some big, hefty pieces in this room. For the rug, we got this one from Rugs USA, and I love this one. It's like the perfect size. It covers the desk perfectly, and it really just helps secure that area as its own moment. And then the black and white textures on it really helps tie all of the neutrals and black accents together. For the curtains, we ended up getting these neutral ones. It's in the color sour cream. I'll link it below. And we got 4 panels to cover up that giant window that he has. And then to the right of the bookshelf, we ended up getting this woven basket material floor lamp, which I thought matched so well with all of the earthy textures in the room. And we were initially going to either keep this one or the tripod one, but we ended up keeping both. And I think this turned out well because they both match the room, but also Mike now has multiple options for lighting.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
All right.
Are you ready to show me
I think
what
so.
we have? Really excited.
This is the new print.
Oh, that looks really good there. I love the size.
Yeah, I've never had a print this big.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure about the print with the solo print. I was imagining a gallery wall. But I really like how this turned out.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. And like the horse's head is bigger than mine.
Nice.
These are the chairs. They actually still make them. I looked them up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think we can have both. It just kind of adds more textures and like layering. And then if you could just like kind of plump up the pillows when you do the final shots. Well, this isn't the right cushion for showing, but
Sure.
I just kind of like plump it. And then yours is a little different because it's got all those frills around, but when I place it on the chair, I kind of slant it so that it's not so like, you know, flat on the chair. So when you put it back, maybe angle the cushion, like,
Okay.
yeah. And I'm curious, what does it look like if you hand chop down the center? Cool. It's like a trick that
Yeah.
designers do when they're like setting pillows. They hand chop down the middle so that it's got not like a flat look. I think like that is good. Okay, the right one is perfect. I think the left one could be a little more centered.
Nice. How's
Cool.
your tree doing?
The tree is fine. There is actually a spider living in it.
No
It's a-
way.
A very small spider, so I see like webs. And so I'm not a big fan of spiders, so I'll probably get it to go at some point. And I think that's everything. I did try to film something today, and I naturally do this with my hand a lot because it's so smooth and there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
And then the mic picked it up the whole time, so.
Oh no.
So I gotta redo that. But I love the size of this desk because it's just the perfect size. Like I feel like I can command it.
How does it feel?
Oh, it definitely feels really nice in here. Yeah. So I want to practice speaking more on camera and to have the camera set up, and I could even have it recording the whole time and just talk more with it. I think that will help in the long run. But that's a big inspiration for wanting this particular setup. Don't have to think about it, just hit record and then see what happens.
Finally have this space where it's just ready for you.
And I think even now with the more lights that we have in the space, I could even film at night and it would look decent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yay! We did it.
Yeah,
That was
thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without you. All right, thanks again
Thank
for
you.
everything. Yeah.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye.
And it is time for the reveal. By this point, you've seen pretty much everything, but what is a makeover without a good reveal? So reminiscing back, Mike really wanted a space that was inviting and grounding and a dedicated area where he can just film on the go whenever inspiration hits. After adding in some new furniture, decor, and some greenery, this is what his home studio looks like now. And that is it for today's makeover. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Mike no longer needs to carry around his film gear to wherever he's filming next. He can just have it ready for him in his home studio and be able to create content whenever he wants. And I think we achieved the ambience that we wanted to go for really well. It's definitely a very inviting set. Mike was also such a huge team player. I was a little nervous about how this is going to turn out because I've never done a virtual makeover before and I'm used to being there in person. But I think we collaborated so well and I'm feeling more inspired to do virtual makeovers. So let me know below if you'd like to see more content like this. Also let me know which part of this makeover was your favorite. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to see more videos from me. I make weekly content around DIY, decor, and home lifestyle. And make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. I love connecting with you guys over there. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.